was working at the consulting firm BCG at the time, traveling a lot for work. Ended up going back home and fell very ill. Ended up hospitalized from internal bleeding. I lost about 70% of the blood in my body overnight. And doctors ran some tests on me, diagnosed me with Crohn's disease. And this flipped my life upside down, but I knew I didn't want to be on medication for the rest of my life. So I started researching myself, learning about the food system, understanding where the flaws were and how chronic conditions have been at an all-time high, directly correlating with food being industrialized and incorporating a lot of seed oils into our diet. One of the biggest culprits of Crohn's disease is inflammation. So I had to find foods that would reduce my inflammatory markers. Olive oil kept popping up in my searches, so I started testing a lot of olive oil in the country, and my requirements had to be organic, single origin, single varietal, high in polyphenols, and local in the US, because you can track where the olive oil is coming from and meet the farmers. Hi, my name's David Zimmerman. This is my origin story. So then I found out 70% of the olive oil on the shelves is fraudulent with filler oils or expired spoiled olives. So I had to find the best quality product I could find. And there's a lot of great farmers in California who make an amazing product and do things by the standards that I just mentioned before. So I tested a bunch of olive oils. I found the one that I really like, and I tested my body, and I found that after a month of consuming a lot of olive oil, I reduced my inflammatory markers more so than I had with any sort of medication. And that was the inception, the aha point for me, where I was like, this could be my escape plan from my corporate job, which was really stressing me out, because I knew I needed to do something different to help my mind, my body, my spirit grow and connect in a better way. So then I took about 2 years to do research and development, find the right product, create the branding. I found one farm that I really love up in Northern California. I went and met the farmers, I shook their hand. They're amazing people, small family farm, doing things the right way, the traditional way, certified organic, single origin, single varietal, high polyphenols. They get labs done every season, every harvest, and I can tell they have integrity like I do with my brand. And I'm not sure what's gonna happen as the brand grows. I can't know, but I know that our standards will always stay of the utmost quality so we can put out the best product to you guys continually as this brand grows. So it's similar to the olive oil. I wanna make sure that our glass and our printing processes and all of our packaging is of the utmost quality as well. And so I tested a bunch of glass from all over, and I found one company I really like, and they produce a bottle that is 60% recycled glass. I love the shape and the design of it. And also I wanted to find a screen printer that prints locally. And so we found a painter here in LA. I can drive 15 minutes to go meet them and talk with them. They're wonderful people, they're artisans, they're craftspeople, they're artists. I like them because they use an organic ink that we could print on the bottle, which is better for the environment and means that you can recycle the glass. I found a lot of the paint used on bottles is actually toxic, and so that means you can't recycle the glass afterwards, and who knows what that does for the interior product. So again, everything is just of the highest quality possible that we can, and doing the best we can for the environment and the process. And so the last step of the process is the co-packer. And similar to everyone else, we want to make sure it's of the utmost quality, its standards, its cleanliness levels. And fortunately, I got a recommendation from our farm up in Northern California, who's actually quite close by to the co-packer. And so when I went up to actually meet them for the first time, I learned they're a small family-run organization, like most of every stop along the Zimms journey is. And that means a lot to me, because when I pick up the phone, they're going to answer, and vice versa. I like to be able to talk to the people that I'm working with, and it really is a partnership. They put so much care into everything that they do, and it's just really nice to know that I can count on them, because the last stop along the way before you guys, the customer, receives your olive oil. And I have the utmost of confidence in everything that they do, that they're doing everything from the highest quality standards that Zimms Organics really stands by.
You made it this far. Thank you so much for listening to my origin story of Zimms Organics. And if you're going through something, maybe my story can help and find a little bit of hope. So cheers to good health and hasta luego.